Welcome back to this episode of Savannah's Nooks and Crannies. My name is Patrick.
And I'm Tony. Today we have a behind-the-scenes look at Rocky's Deli in Sandfly. Pat, what sandwiches are we checking out today?
Well, today we're using the Savannah Foodies Facebook page, and we got some comments from there. The first one was from Casey Flanagan. She said to try out the Brenda.
Okay.
Billy and Noel said to try out the Vito.
Okay.
And then Zach Michael said that we need to try out the Ebbets Field, so I'm super excited.
Yeah, same here, man. Let's rip it up.
Let's rip it.
All right, welcome in to Rocky's Deli. After numerous Facebook requests, we were told that we have to come back, that we didn't do Rocky's any justice, that we have to come back and try a number of different sandwiches. So we're here with Bill, the owner here of Rocky's, here on right off this White Marsh Skidway. Sandfly, there we go, that's the term we want to use. So welcome in, Bill.
How you doing? Bill Vicicio, owner of Rocky's. Been open, what, just a little over 7 years now.
Bill, is there anything you're gonna say to the fans that yelling at us to make sure that we?
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say to them?
I wouldn't be here without you guys. I mean, this is the most fun customer base that I've ever seen. We have fun in the store, and you guys support us like nothing I've ever seen before. I mean, it's amazing, and we keep growing because of you. And it's from my heart. I appreciate it.
That is simple, but delicious.
It's simple.
That is simple but delicious. I
That
love.
meat is so tender.
It's a good quality cut of. It's a good quality cut of pastrami, man. I
Which-
love the way they steamed it.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So to help when he's talking about rendering the fat, I was really surprised that steam would do that. But I guess if it's hot enough,
It warms it up enough to get it.
I wonder if that's a normal thing on deli, I wouldn't say. I guess deli restaurants like this that to steam it like that.
I know in like it's authentic Jewish deli, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna steam it because you got to realize that they cook it, ready to smoke. They they brine it, pickle it, and then get it ready for smoke, and then it's steamed. Essentially, when they slice it, then they steam it. But this is
Here,
the tenderness of it right there.
tenderness on that meat. The meat for me is good. What do you think about the bread?
The bread we talked about it before. Bill was saying how he imports his rye bread because most delis or bakeries, for the lack of a term,
Right.
it's not an easy bread for them to do. So it's a solid rye bread. It's I don't want to say meaty enough, but it has enough texture to it where it holds all this massive amount of pound of pastrami behind, man.
I think the meat is fantastic. Bread's good.
Yeah,
Good bite. The meat is phenomenal. Fat. They
All
make
of
it here too, right?
They make it in house.
Unbelievable. So what is the next sandwich we're getting into?
So the next sandwich we're getting into is I think we're gonna do the Vito.
And he said, fine, only if you let me create and name a sandwich for you on the menu.
Are you kidding me?
I said, okay, I think we'll do
So
it.
that is named after Vito from The Sopranos.
Vito from The Sopranos, and he's the one who came up with the whole sandwich.
Dude, that's sick. That's like, because Sopranos in itself, as an Italian American, has a ginormous cult-like following, not just on the HBO series, but on what you have across the board. It's arguably what is one of the best television shows of all time.
Yep.
So to have a little piece.
Oh my God.
Dude, warm chicken cutlet. That sopressata is unreal on there, man. The red wine vinegar, looks like provolone is the cut of the meat on that bad boy.
What do you think about that? Was it red pepper?
Red, but love it.
Really? And it's so crunchy.
It adds that, we talked about back on the sandwich episode
Right.
of having that. The lettuce has to be crispy and the onions have to be crispy. When you get a little, the chicken cutlet crunch is unreal on this freaking thing,
Man,
dude.
so good, dude. Oh my God. I'm definitely getting this one the next time I come back. Holy sh! It's unbelievable.
What? When I think of a deli sandwich, this is the deli sandwich I think of, right? Ingredients that but also bringing a little bit of different level of flair in there. I would never put supersod on my coconut sandwich. I would never do that. I would never think to do that. And don't get me wrong, I do some big back activity. I don't. But I've never thought to go out and put that or put pepperoni or put another Italian cold cut on top of a chicken cutlet sandwich. Usually the only thing that I would top it with is a bacon, right?
Well, yeah,
chicken cutlet and bacon, like a classic chicken bacon ranch is a fantastic with chicken cutlet.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah.
But this thing is just unreal.
And I like the thinness of the cutlet. Like, it really makes the difference.
One way that people who like thick cutlets need to be put in an institution, man. I'm out. I don't trust anyone that wants a thick cutlet.
That is phenomenal, dude.
As the great whoever says it. Oh no, what's the guy's name? That's money, dude. Oh my God, who is that? It's on Instagram. Whatever.
I don't know.
It's a fantastic sandwich.
Wow, yes, it's great. You're from New York. What do you feel about the ambiance of this place? I mean, it obviously you must feel at home here, right?
It's really cool to see this whole entire wall behind us over here, to see all these stamps of all the departments across the board, between Rockland, between Nassau County, between Port Authority Police. You get a part of that. Up by the front, you have the exit for the 495, which is the Long Island Expressway, right? It's the #1 highway to get anywhere on Long Island if you're towards the North Shore of it. This feels like it has that ambiance of feeling like it is a New York deli. Like it has that vibe where you're not gonna get a ton of seats in a New York deli.
No, obviously.
And I mean, we got here at a point where
at 2 o'clock we're close to closing,
and it was when we walked in the door, it was buzzing and bumping still, and that's what you saw. It's quick transactions. You see the sandwiches being made, rip, roll, boom, 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 boom. Because you're picking up a sandwich, you want to be able to, the size of these things, you can feed 2 people easily.
Absolutely.
3 people maybe, or you have 2 meals out of the whole entire ordeal. So
yeah, this is it's a great vibe. I really like the vibe here. I mean, and to me, in Sandfly, it's kind of a little bit off the beaten path a little bit, but if you know about the spot, you know about the spot. I mean, there's other great restaurants in here. We're not going to get into that.
Yeah.
We'd be here all day. We got one more sandwich to go. Let's see. What was it?
It was the Ebbets Field. So this is going to be some thin cut eggplant, prosciutto di Parma. I'm ecstatic to try this one.
Fresh mozzarella.
Oh yeah, they make in-house here too, so you can't forget about that.
They make it in-house?
Yeah, they make it in-house.
The mozzarella?
Mozzarella's made in-house every day,
man.
fresh. But they got a ricotta herb spread on this thing, which is a beautiful, light offset to a fried thing, right? And then the basil in here just brings it to another level of just a little bit of a full pop of freshness, right? And then you get the fattiness of the prosciutto di Parma. This thing's money. This thing is fantastic.
Man, this is so good, dude.
Right?
Jesus Christ. I would have never had the eggplant sandwich.
No,
in a million years.
It's one of those things that what Bill and I were talking about before of when eggplant is on the menu, the floor of it is so low. Like, if you get bad eggplant, it's disgusting. It's like mushy, it's gross, it's not tasty, it's not flavorful. It doesn't absorb any of the flavors. So the way they do it lightly breaded on this one just adds a nice little layer to it. And the crunch on this thing is nice.
Wow. All right, we had 3 great sandwiches, right? And once again, hey, Savannah Foodies, you guys kicked butt in giving us the suggestions. So tell me, Tony, what did you think about the Brenda and what the flip-flop rating you got for it?
Well, the Brenda was a solid sandwich all the way through. Like I shared before, I would love a good toast on the bread. That's just my preference. I'm going with a 4.2 flip-flops on that one.
I think the meat was great on that one.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, 4.2, that's really good. Okay, so what about the Vito?
The Vito was a classic style chicken cutlet hero that has a little bit of pizzazz to it, and man, I'm swinging that as a nice 4.7. It was fantastic.
4.7. I would tell you what, that was the first one I've ever had, so it was amazing as well. And then, okay, so the last one we did was the Ebbets Field. What did you think about that one?
Surprising, man. As a traditional meat guy, that with the fried eggplant on it, I would have never ordered it out of the way, but that got to 4.8 on the flip-flop scale on that one. It was phenomenal.
Insanely good. Like you said, I would never try that either. So, I mean, 4.8, that makes sense, a lot of sense to me. I would even go, I would tell you, that was the best sandwich we had.
Oh, hands down.
Today. So, I mean, I totally love that sandwich.
Yeah, well, it was fantastic, good stuff. And thanks again to the Savannah Foodies page for putting us on to some really good sandwiches and your suggestions.
So that's it for this episode of Savannah's Nooks and Crannies.
Where we find the good stuff, one bite at a time.
In the next episode, we are going to Honey's to learn how to make homemade gelato.
Oh boy, that's going to be fun. And if you like the content that we're doing, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the YouTube page. And make sure you're following the Savannah Nooks and Crannies Instagram page.
So stay curious.
And stay hungry.
Hey everyone, want to win a Flavors food tour? Just answer the riddles in each video's comment and like the videos. Check out the pinned comment below for all the details. And remember, the value of this knowledge is definitely worth over $300 million or something like that. Good luck. Talk soon. Bye.